Alrighty guys, what is going up? I hope you guys are all having a great and fantastic day today. Now in today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to like the video. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the Cash App, and we're going to be talking about Chime. We're going to be seeing which one's better because these are like the top apps on the financial app store, and we're going to be seeing the pros and cons of each and my overall opinion on which one is better and why. So for those of you that don't know what Chime is really just like an online bank. They have over 24,000 ATMs across the whole United States. They don't charge any monthly fee, any overdraft fee, but there are still some things that I'm not a huge fan of. Now, obviously when it comes with banks and keeping your money in there, you always know that you're putting your money in, honestly, you're letting the bank control your money. Just because they offer super low interest rates. Also, you can get a lot higher interest rates at Ally Bank, Capital One, Goldman Sachs, and a variety of other online and more brick and mortar banks. Now, there's no physical location for a Chime Bank, so you can't go in, deposit cash, and use a bank like that way. You have to do everything online. And when it comes with online banking, you always have to sacrifice something, and that's customer service. Now, the customer service on honestly both of these, the Cash App and Chime, are kind of subpar. They're average. They're nothing great. They're not like an Ally where there are super low wait times. You always have to be waiting more than 10 minutes, and it's just a very inconvenient thing. So with Chime, you do get paid 2 days early if you have it set up with direct deposit with your employer. So here's how that works. So when your employer sends out the money, they send out the money on Wednesday. Now there's a 2-day grace period or a 2-day holding period where the bank actually holds the money, wait for the funds to settle, and then they give it to you on Friday. That's why you get paid Friday with your employer. Now sometimes you do get paid earlier than that, but 99% of the time you get paid Friday. But with Chime is they pass that holding period. So what they'll do is they will get the money and then instantly transfer it to your account. Now they will take the risk of holding those funds themselves, but you get to actually spend the money that you made with your employer the day you get paid, which is Wednesday. So it is a 2-day faster waiting period when you get paid with your employer. Now a lot of people think that's such a big deal, and there are a ton of other online banks that are doing that, but overall, it's a cool little feature that they have, but that's what they stand out from a lot of people is those things. Now, when it comes to saving money on Chime, 2 savings accounts. Now, both of them offer subpar interest rates, so you just kind of got to save your money and then put it somewhere else. That's what I would do. Now, if you had your money, you could take some of your funds and transfer them to a high yield savings account. Now, these are savings accounts that are probably double or triple the national average. So anything over 2% is fantastic, especially nowadays when Ally just dropped their interest rates to 1.6 and a variety of other online banks are doing the same thing. Now, some of the things that I don't like about Chime is there's no physical location like I was saying. So to actually put cash on your card is kind of difficult. You have to go to like a blockchain store, go to the customer service and treat it like a prepaid Visa card where you can pay like $2 or $3 to put money on that card. But overall, Chime is a very interesting little bank. They offer a ton of incentives. They get you guys a ton of free promotions, and you guys can get upwards of $50 by clicking the link down below. It's not a paid advertising or anything like that. I just get a small little percentage just for a referral bonus. So now let's talk about the Cash App. Cash App I've made a ton of videos on in the past, and honestly this is like one of my favorite topics I love talking about is the Cash App. Now the reason why is because they do have a ton of things. They have a lot more than Chime does. Now with the Cash App you can still set up direct deposit with your employer, but you don't get paid up to 2 days early. You don't get paid early at all. They still hold those funds and wait for them to settle before you get it. Now they do have these things on their debit card called Boost. So really what they are is they're mini coupons that the shops give you, so you guys can get upwards of like $1 off coffee, $5 off a grocery store, and a ton of other things like 15% off Chipotle and more. And one thing that I like is they don't actually take the funds out. If let's say you had the $1 off coffee, the coffee's $2. Now they don't take the $2 out, they only take out $1, so it's an instant coupon. So it's a cool little thing that they have. Now they do have this new thing called Cash App investing. So what that is you guys can now buy stocks and bonds and stuff like that on it. Now, what stands them out from a lot of other brokers with the stock market industry, they now have fraction shares. So you guys can buy a share of Berkshire Hathaway, which is a $330,000 stock. You can buy a fraction of that stock for $1. Now, they do not have any limits. It just has to be above that $1 mark. So you guys can buy a share of Apple for $1.22, stuff like that. Whatever you guys can afford at the time above $1, you're good to go for invest. Now they do not have any like hardcore savings account. They do use the Cash App Invest as like a savings or like an investing platform for themselves. Now you guys can still buy Bitcoin and all that other junk on the Cash App, but I wouldn't. They do charge a small fee of roughly 1% instant. So if that's, say you guys buy some Bitcoin, you're already down 1% within 2 seconds because that's the commission. Now, some of the things I don't like about it, well, obviously on their investing platform, you're kind of limited to blue chip stocks, which for 90% of you are fine, but for some of you who want to buy more riskier stocks, they don't have them on there. They do have a lot of companies you know of, like Ford, Apple, GM, and a ton of others. Now, the same thing with Chime. If you want to put actually any cash on your card, you have to go to one of those stores, talk to a customer service representative, and they will charge you anywhere from a $2 to a $5 fee for it. Now, for both of these, if you guys want to take out money at an ATM, they still charge you an ATM fee. Now, that can be anywhere from $3 to $5, and on both of them, you do not get reimbursed. If you're like me or like a variety of other people, your bank will often let you take out money and they will reimburse you for the fee that they charge. Now, these fees can add up over the course of a year to, honestly, a lot of money. If you're someone who's constantly taking out money in cash, I would recommend going to a different bank, going to either a brick and mortar bank where you can go in and actually take out money, or go with like an alley that you have a $10 limit per month that they'll reimburse you for, or an Acorns, where Acorns has an unlimited reimbursement. So you could go in 100 times and $3 a piece is $300, and they'll pay you all those fees back at the end of the month. So my overall opinions on the Cash App and Chime are this. So the Cash App is great for beginner investors, beginner people who are just getting into the banking industry and really want to focus on investing their money rather than spending it. Now, Chime is really geared for someone who has a employer that has the direct deposit, someone who is still new to the game but doesn't really care about investing their money. They often just want to save it just because they still have those two savings accounts on the Chime Bank, and the Cash App only has the investing platform. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you did, drop a subscribe down below. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care, have a good one, peace out, and we'll see you guys most likely tomorrow in another episode. I'm very tired. I need to drink some coffee. Take care.